regular page fair. First thing we did was walk on that.
Oh, let's see. It's better than the tree test.
Right.
Let's see.
Excuse me, what's your name?
Jerome.
Jerome?
Jerome.
Jerome. I can't see. I just want to thank you for making sure that was, you let us know.
Okay, keep up on the steps, though.
I'm assuming you're doing this.
He's out of call.
Thank you.
Oh, I found the link, so.
That's-
You're sending a secret for me. Thank you.
I'm good, thank you so much.
Coming in fine. You are fine.
Yeah, the emails from me are suspected of being spam, like I said, but I email people in the county all the time. It's only you.
That's your say.
Yeah. Says I might be spam, that's what the board of elections, or county email service.
If you go to his, spam.
Yeah. But if I'm created as a contact on the thing too, it should come to me, I think.
In terms of this, I will email you, and you get it, and if you see if you can.
Yeah, I've been doing here, like, the problem is I respond to you, and then it bounces back, and then I follow up, because at that point, I've moved on.
I will talk to ask you about that.
I'm gonna try to forward you the message, and we'll see if you get it. Maybe just from my phone or whatever.
Mine never had worked since that last time.
Oh, yeah, I remember. You had a county number.
Shade on point. Appreciate you.
You realize that I had a cover.
Karen has forms. That's to be a food rate.
Now, y'all know, if y'all want something in that fridge, I will put it in there.
That's good for me.
That's true.
Yeah, I do that in my office.
Y'all notice the law that if Congress is in session, Navy food must be sold in the congressional lunchroom.
I think specifically on the Senate side.
Senate side, the Senate one, that's right, because I was at Saxby Channel in Senate side. We can't sit there.
Yeah.
And you had to have to see A, B, C. Some guy, got it written in the law like in the 1900s. Somebody from the Midwest at the state harvested Navy meat. And so when the Senate's in session, Navy meat must be sold in the commissary.
Yeah, but we probably.
It's a federal. Oh, what is basically somebody got a lot of pull in the Senate that.
Somebody contributed to his campaign fund.
The Navy being team did. Mom, Navy. Mom, Navy, and scholarship. He was a Navy. He was the Navy King of Chicago.
She's somewhere when I slept
The
too.
guy named Ferris Bueller, the sausage. Abe Froman. Oh, man, good.
Sausage king is
Abe Froman,
Chicago.
sausage king.
Let's take it on space.
Good thing you got it out.
That was a great pull there. I got a lot more respect.
Also, Wayne's a lot. His program was a good pull.
They had no idea what Abe Froman is.
Oh, I bet they recognize the context. Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Never.
No.
What about the movie?
They're talking about Abe Froman, the sausage king of Chicago. He pretended to be at the restaurant. That's probably right, yeah. When did that movie come out? Probably 87, maybe?
Yeah.
About the boring.
Yeah, so I was in middle school, seventh grade.
We put it on Bill and Ted, I was. We put it in Bill and Ted.
You excellent to each other?
He, the barbershop too, remake. And also, next week is gonna be Eddie Murphy's first movie I've worked in a long time. Beverly Hills. Cop.
Somebody may come into America a couple of years ago.
They did do that.
Oh, I watched it.
Oh, I think that's all right.
They definitely got it.
You can't beat the first one.
Yeah, no,
No.
no, not with our city hall and varsity, no.
No. And, Randy Watson,
Yeah.
he was on Joe the Cop episode.
Who's gonna be the one that texts her?
Whoever has a signal.
Yeah.
Right.
I got Wi-Fi, that's it.
I have one bar.
You got Wi-Fi?
Yeah, it was back on the last couple of weeks, I didn't know. And one day I was complaining about this, saying, no, it's back on, and I looked down my phone.
Get out of town.
Yeah.
Now, even then, it's not great.
It was better than nothing. Somebody text me here. That's what I said to somebody.
Hope so.
Let's,
Text me.
Go ahead, I'm calling about
who's my share, China? Sure. Right, around the media.
So it could be a time.
Good one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Is there a grace period for the check?
There's no rule on it, but I think that at some point that you all decide, since we have a quorum that, just trying to recall.
Since she's here.
She's here. No worries.
Then that's perfect.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Most importantly, were you okay?
Oh.
You already got some drinks later.
Compliments of shade, yeah.
You got a microphone for it?
Yeah. You might want this drive. You know, so that's- Yeah.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. Please excuse my lateness, just got off my little mini vacation. So I'd like to call this meeting, to order. It is now 4:03. We will, look at the minutes from May 4th and May 31st.
Move to approve May 4th and board meeting and May 31st special call board meeting minutes, please.
You motion,
Move to approve.
second, any discussion? All in favor?
Uh,
All right, public comment, there's a public comments that, again, this is not a question and answer session, just comment. Thank you. New business, June 18, 2024, primary nonpartisan, general runoff election. So there comes a time when, this is the time when we have to certify the election.
Madam Chair, I move to certify the election, the June 18th runoff election.
Second.
Any discussion?
Tom, you got a couple of comments for us about the enumeration list?
Yes, the number list, so we received the number list, and it looked a bit low, so I talked to our representative, Zoe, Skinner's, we had a conversation, and the number list we got was for the election day. So they're going to be sending us the advance in person as well, which would make the numbers right. So
Which number?
with the fact that the totals here, it's just the number list that we normally have available by now, that lists all the voters
By precinct?
Can be done by precinct, precinct party and so forth, so,
So
that's
But it
not
doesn't
something y'all
affect the
want to
numbers.
see.
It doesn't affect these numbers.
Doesn't affect those numbers.
this list is just so we know who voted.
Right.
Oh,
Which is a
okay.
requirement by law, certified voter. So,
So, I guess the discussion would be, would we be able to certify this election like Joe was saying, if we don't have that information?
I don't see why not, it wouldn't change the results.
But we have that same.
But we haven't seen it. So I don't know,
That's
because when we certify
What
something,
is this?
yeah, what are these?
Those are the results, so what we don't have that our change.
Complete, doesn't it?
We have the complete results, what we don't have is just the list of voters that nobody sends us, showing us who's voted. But we don't have a complete list.
So are you saying these numbers are not gonna change?
Right.
the totals are not gonna change, the list is just who made up to get to these totals.
Oh, okay.
So we just, that allows you to look.
But I don't ever remember us looking at that before. I've never seen that list in
Right,
my
I
life.
haven't seen that before.
But it's all done in the background.
Right.
Yeah.
The only thing we're certifying is the
These
results.
These numbers.
But Madam Chair, I believe that we have a statutory deadline.
And so I think what I'm hearing from my constituents here is that we're fine without the list, but the list is something that you do behind the scenes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sorry to create some confusion there, there's just,
Okay, I was like-
we haven't gotten the complete list, and so Tom worked really hard to figure out why we didn't get that list, and so it's
Okay.
there,
Okay.
it's good for certification.
So why we didn't get the list?
Excuse me.
They will,
No question answered here.
Whoa. No. No. This is my meeting. No. So, the list you'll take care of, we'll be back within a week or so to do some other stuff, so we can actually go over that. As long as the list itself is not going to change these numbers, then we need to call for a vote.
Madam Chair, excuse me.
We don't have any comments
In
from,
my meeting.
the public comment is at the
Public
beginning or
comment
the
at
end.
the beginning and the end, you cannot talk, I do apologize. Okay, so again, since those people being on the list, it's just trying to showing us what's
I want to make
composed.
this extremely clear,
Clear, there you go.
extremely clear. That list has nothing to do with when we certify the election.
And
I'm
that's why,
sorry it got brought up and
No.
confusing some people. But I can tell you that.
I'm not
list-
confused.
I did,
we're gonna have to call somebody, because I'm not with it today, I promise you. I'm not.
I'm not with it today because you keep saying it's my meeting, this is our meeting.
so,
Get a deputy in here if you want me to.
Please, I'm not gonna go over that. Because it was a point of confusion, and again, that's why I wanted to say to you, to Tom, to make sure us having these numbers and those names is not gonna change the numbers on the paper, because we're certifying the numbers. Right, thank you. All right, so does somebody wanna call?
I'll call the question. There's already been a
Motion
motion.
and a second. Any question? All right, so all in favor? Aye. All opposed? Same sign. Thank you. This election has been certified. Do you have some other remarks, Mr. Fielding?
Yes, not specifically for the election, but, we are going to be getting Jarvis back very soon. We
Had a meeting Friday.
Hmm?
We had a meeting Friday.
We had a meeting Friday, we got the letter from the third-party source, they're the ones who came in to inspect the county's computer systems and networks. They wrote up a letter saying that they didn't find anything amiss, and we sent that letter to the chief information officer for the Secretary of State's office, Mr. Jonathan White, and he, emailed like Evans and CC'd me saying, they should unlock our access to Jarvis. It wasn't up and running this afternoon, but I suspect that's just a matter of time. It was good timing also because the separate wireless access that we've been using on the specific laptops, the two of our ladies have been using for driver's access. Apparently, those were authorized to work for a month, and they just stopped.
Those are the ones that the state gave us?
Those are the ones the county gave us, and we could,
We can only let it work for a month.
apparently,
Did Jarvis only let it work for a month?
the map files that would allow the laptops access. We could go in and ask for another month, and if you don't have full driver's access first thing in the morning, I'm gonna do just that. But perfect world, we should be up in driver's hours.
So just for an explanation, Jarvis is the system we use to communicate with the state.
Right, it's the.
And all we've been able to do is because of the, cutting off of the county by the state, we have to use 2 laptops to communicate with the state, which is like us operating one hand kind of behind our back, both hands. And now hopefully that's resolved and we'll be able to communicate with the states and we'll be in good shape for November. And we won't have to be dealing with this extreme slowness caused by the cyber attack we had.
Precisely.
Okay.
The other item, and mentioned an email to council here that there will probably need to be a special election in conjunction with the November election for the Macon Water Authority to replace the appointed representative who took over for Lisa Jones in District 1 when she ran for state legislature. I talked to Bill Howell today, who's the county commissioner, who's the representative to the Water Authority, and they're gonna have their meeting on July the 11th, and it will be on their agenda. So once they ask the board, when they're gonna have that election, then the board can have their normal, I guess, July meeting and approve it. And we will probably have qualifying probably first week or so in August, and as soon as reasonably possible after the board agrees for it.
One of the emails that I sent you that bounced back was that I would call Jay Strickland about that. Make sure we're all on the same page.
Right.
I'm glad you know.
And we're
Is
required to have,
that a nonpartisan water authority?
Yes.
Nonpartisan?
correct. We're required to have 2.5 days of qualifying for a special. We'll be generous and make it 3. Whenever the time comes. I don't expect we'll have a whole lot of contestants, but we'll see.
All right, so,
And the other part is that because we don't have the full driver's access right now, and the MiFIs are, but for now, we don't have the voter numbers that the people would normally report on. But as soon as we get that up and running, I will email the board and give it out. Yeah.
that's fine. Okay, so the deputy register, because we don't have the information, does not have the report. Mark,
No, all right.
all right, so now we're down to public comment again. Do you have any public comments?
Could you tell me which position on the water board it's open?
Calder Clay is in it
Calder
now.
Clay is in it, Mr. Jones.
District
Just one.
This one, this one candidate?
Not in White. What?
Lisa Jones.
Anissa Jones.
Anissa
She,
Jones.
Anissa Jones.
Yes.
She had
She
She had resigned for,
so that she
She
can run for
runs
state office.
that's what, she resigned to run for state office at Point Calder Clay, and the seat is up in November.
November.
And they typically don't select someone from the district. I don't know what, that's just what they do. They typically, they can do it either way, but they typically appoint somebody from, that's not going to be in the running for the seat.
Okay.
I don't know if they do that on purpose or why they do it.
I can see. So it didn't look like anybody was a shoe.
So unless it was replacing Calder Clay?
No,
No,
Calder Clay is the
Calder
best.
Clay replaced her.
Ms. Jones resigned to run for state office. The mayor appointed Calder Clay, and Calder holds that position until November, when the people run for it. He doesn't live in the district, I don't think he can.
And just a point of order, I think we're not supposed to be doing it back and forth. Certainly, individual members are free to talk with individual members of the public afterward. This is time for us to hear from the public.
Public comment. Yes, ma'am.
I just want to, emphasize that we still had problems with, to go on record, that we still had problems with, polling locations on runoff elections. We were actually on the ground to every precinct. And so there were still issues. We still had, I think maybe evidently had been corrected, I don't know. But, we had people that, I don't know, we had three polling places that have split, districts. And so that may have been some of the issues because District 145, people were not able to vote in District 145 in the runoff that voted for District 145 in the May election. And so people were still turning around at the polls. Even I said, I came out to vote. We were told that we didn't have a ballot either, but, Tom checked and we were we were supposed to vote on 145, but we was originally told that we didn't have a ballot. So that was still some of the issues when people got to the polls. They would turn around saying there was only an election ballot, a Republican ballot at the precinct when it was actually a Democratic. 145 district was Democrat was running in that district, and they were turned around. So I just want to let you know that we still had issues with 145 and District 8, which I don't know the street out the trailer right down here, the Lower Old Sam used to be. Those people were in District 6 in May, and then the runoff election they were in District 8. So, like I said, we still had those issues. People were still not able to vote because they were still turned around. Actually, I was out here early voting, and two people here, one was in tears because they voted in District 145, and then they were told that voters were told that they voted wrong and that they shouldn't vote in 145. They should have voted in District 143. So that was some of the things that we witnessed, so thank you.
Any other public comments?
So if we're not connected to anything in the state, why didn't we get the numbers on Friday? If we knew the expiration was gonna be 30 days on today, we had no access to them, so we can have the numbers. How long have we been down from the state? That's a problem. If we only got 2 laptops, 2 V5s, how long have we been disconnected from the state? Definitely not gonna get no answer, but also these ballots, I said it back in May, that they will not be correct. They still was not correct. I wasn't able to vote for 145. They said that I had no ballot. So we had a lot of people who could not vote, who voted last time on 145. We had a lot of people in District 8 that could not vote, that voted last time. We can't continue to act like you ignoring the problem, that there is a problem. And how are we going to fix it? We're not even trying to get the state down here in order to fix it. There's a problem when people cannot vote. They have no voice. They have no way of being counted. And that's just not for Democrats. That's for everybody. Republicans didn't get to vote when they wanted to vote because they couldn't. No ballot, no voice, not being counted. We can't continue to say that we're going to fix it, and we're not. I told you guys in May that it was wrong. Something needs to be done. We still didn't go fix it. So here we are today. You don't even have enough time for May. So you're not, definitely not for a special election if you're going to have it for the water board. It takes time to fix these problems. We don't have the personnel or the people to fix them, or the time management. That is a problem. We can't continue to ignore it. You may ignore me, but you can't ignore the courts.
Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
Any other public comments?
I just want to thank Norm, Skinner, and all the guys in the back for your hard work this past election. We had 21 precincts we had to get out. I went around to a lot, 22, I'm sorry. I went around to a lot of precincts that you discussed. We did have problems. I got them straightened out once or twice that I know of. Met the voters out there, we got it fixed. And we will get it right. And we have got him pretty much 100% right that I think.
When?
I don't. I don't, we haven't had
Yes,
any
ma'am.
voters come forward to tell us that they weren't able to vote. And I understand what you're saying, and, you know, it said I didn't have a ballot when I went to 145. But I asked at the desk and they got my ballot.
Thank you.
So I just want to thank these guys.
And I like to echo that sentiment. I was here, people were working, people were excited about the election, and they pulled it together, which is not our fault that we don't have enough turnaround time. The state legislature did that voting. We have to do what we're told to do. So I like to echo that sentiment for this office, doing a great job, and our poll managers and people working out there. Anything else?
Move for adjournment. Second.
All right, motion is second. Call for, we are adjourned.
Thank you.